careful, and you know, just because you're on the app, it doesn't mean that people are out there for sex or whatever. Some people are just wanting to hook up, but if you're not even having no how what I want to say, if you're not having any expectation, you can't really get hurt. So that was pretty much how we were. He came up there, you know, took me out on a date, fun date. We went to like a bowling place, Sir Goonies. If y'all know where Sir Goonies is in Tennessee, that's where we went on our first little date. Went to Sir Goonies. He took me out to eat, and I offered to pay my own way, you know. I'd like to test people, as I call it, you know. But he was like, no. Nah.
She thought it was a game.
No, nah. He said, no, I got this. I'm not paying for nothing. And the reason I offered, because, you know, some people don't have it, or they like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I had the money, you know, but he didn't know nothing about that till later on. And he always said, you was holding out on me. You had money. You was holding out on me. But I had a nice little savings stack.
I knew she had money.
He said, I know you have money. I just had a nice little savings stack. You know, I always believe in saving, you know. I always, when I was little, just save your money. So I had a little saving thing. Then he took me to Sir Goonies. We did the go-karts. We did golf, I believe, basketball, the games, arcade.
She beat me in basketball. I let her win.
No, hold on, y'all. Then when he said she beat me, yes, I agree. But you didn't let me do nothing.
Video.
We do got a video. We'll have to try to insert that clip. It was on Snap
where I clearly said I'll let you win.
He did not let me win. I was good because I was a basketball player, you know. My stepdad taught us how to play basketball. I'm not going to say no names, but yeah, he taught us how to play basketball at a young age, and I was always good.
Sucks.
How I suck, babe? Really? Really? I suck really? When I got all them trophies and stuff, and I ran track and stuff, he just wanted them. Whatever. Anywho, I'm not studying him. I know I didn't suck because guess what? If I could go ahead, if it wasn't dark outside, I would take this camera, go outside and whoop him and insert it in the thing and sit back down and continue my video. What? But you guys will see that in another video. Me and him, we'll go to the court. Maybe tomorrow we'll go to the basketball court because it's not that far from our house. And we'll go ahead and do a little more too. The only thing is, baby girl will have to be in her car seat, and maybe I can do like a 2-3 shots on them. But yeah, so yeah, from there everything was real, and we was just really candid and honest with each other, and still didn't have any expectation. And from the date, we loved the date. We enjoyed it. We talk about it still to this day. It's something to add to our memories of how we are who we are. Did we end up going to the movies?
Yeah.
I forgot what movie we ended up going to see.
It was kind of a corny movie.
Yeah, some movie, but
it's kind of corny.
It doesn't matter because when you want to really go out with somebody,
know what every player know out there. When you take a female to the movie.
Player? So you're a player now? So you was playing me? What you mean playing?
I played you and married you at the same time.
What? What you mean playing?
Like I said, any player out there really know. Take a female to the movies. You don't go see something you really want to watch.
I did want to see what I wanted. You asked me what I wanted to see.
And that was a corny movie.
Whatever. I paid attention to the movie. I don't know what he's talking about.
No, she didn't.
What I paid attention to?
What you looking at now?
That was so okay. You planned to say that.
I really did it.
But no, we were watching a movie. Did we get popcorn and stuff? Movies are so expensive, guys. Like popcorn, drink. But Big Baller, he didn't care. He was like, yeah, you know, whatever you want. So it's reciprocated. Let's just put that. If he need anything from back then to now, babe, blah blah blah. I got you. He don't even gotta say nothing. A lot of times I surprise him. I surprised him for an early Christmas gift and got him that new Xbox. What is it? Xbox One X or whatever it is.
Xbox One.
Because his other one unfortunately got stolen. Yeah. So that's another story.
I know y'all gonna be watching this. I'm gonna find you.
Yeah.
Once you get a little older, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, cause we'll talk about that. When our place got broken into. I know you guys like what? Yes, that's another video. But, you know, God always replace things. And like I told him, just be patient. You're going to get everything back. But he got his Xbox back better than ever. Because now he probably not even missing his old box. But it is the principle. But, yeah. Anywho, back to our little date. Everything was just real nice and stuff, and yes, from there, you know, he was up in Tennessee for like 2 days, I think. 2 days. He came back on a Sunday.
She kidnapped me.
He did not kidnap him. We came back home he came back. And I know you guys are like, well, how did you make it there? Where in the world? Well, it's a long story. I got another. I'm not going to put everything in this video. It's already 17 minutes. But, what?
Tell the people how you made it here.
Okay. Honestly, I was at work and they was trying to get me for, you know how jobs are. I was trying to get you to cover for somebody or to lie. So the manager came to me by some BS like, hey, I seen you on camera doing this. I said, first of all, that's not me. So what are you talking about? And pretty much she was like, oh, well, if you don't confess to this, you can, I'm not finna lie. And I told her, I'm not signing no papers. So pretty much I had got my check and it was going to be direct deposit. So I got my check and then all of a sudden, like, me and my mom was going through a lot that it seemed like we were just going butting heads. You know, it was about either me wanting to progress and move on with life, you know, one day have a husband and a family. We just wasn't seeing eye to eye because at the time I was 25. And so I'm just like, okay, I felt like my parents wasn't wanting me to, like, explore or to, you know, I understand they was protective, you know, but I'm not dumb or naive, you know, to the fact that, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, I would believe everybody should find their way and nobody should be able to stop your life. You're going to have to learn and grow regardless. And same thing with her. I can't stop her life. You know, 18 don't mean you grown. My parents used to always say that. And the same thing go for her. 18 do not mean you grown. Do not mean you have it figured out. And so I'm thankful for my parents. You know, I would not ever throw them under the bus. They're great parents, you know. I love them both, you know. So it's just different parenting. Everybody's different. So at the end of the day, you just have to grow up. When you grow up, you just have to respect their views. And at the end of the day, you know, my views I didn't think were respected at the same time. But anywho, I was at job and she was like, oh, this is your last day then, blah, blah, blah. And it was on Halloween. It was October 31st, 2016, baby. 2016, right? Approximately, give or take. And then I remember going out the door and we didn't live that far from my job. But I had sat on the bench outside, and I remember her asking me before I had left outside, she said, you got a ride or whatever? And I was like, I'm good. And I already had an attitude or whatever. And next to my job location was a gas station. And so I sat outside. You know, I tried to call my best friend. I put his name in here. His name is Zoe because that's anybody. His name was Zoe. I called him, and I was going to ask him to come around the corner because he lived literally around the corner for 3 minutes. To come talk to me, because, you know, that was my best friend. We talked about everything. And he was pretty much, he had an attitude like, oh, no, I don't want to talk. I see you later on. I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. Like, shoved me off. And then I started crying outside. I was hurt. And then I knew, I was like, forget it. I'm finna call Babe. You know, we still wasn't in a relationship, but he was Babe. He was Babe. He already knew that. So I called him. Y'all know the devil tried so hard. I called his work number. They couldn't find out which house it was he was in. Like, for example, K house, B house, D house. He was normally in B house. They couldn't find him. So I'm just like, is he at home? I'm trying to call his phone. I called the prison. I called his special number. Oh, I'm sorry. And then the phones kept tripping. So I'm just like, what in the world? I need to talk to him. So finally, I got a hold to him. I said, babe. He was like, yeah. I said, are you busy? He was like, nah, what's going on? And what ended up happening? Because I'm talking a lot in this video. You ain't saying nothing because he's preoccupied. But what ended up happening with the call?
Oh, yeah. Nah.
Well, I'll finish and then I'll ask you what you feel.
No, so, pretty much with the call.
I was just like, babe, do you want me to move there? Do you want me to come there?
Yeah.
I knew I loved him. I knew I had love for him.
She asked me in the middle of the corridor. I was going on break.
So I didn't know what.
And I got stopped by the control. I was like, you got a call. you know, my homegirl was in control. She was like, you got to call. She been calling, blown up. Where you at? I didn't have my radio on me.
They didn't have his radio on him, but it took over 6 times, and the phone kept hanging up. And so the people who was trying to connect me had the attitude. So I'm just like, y'all, it's an emergency. Y'all need to find Hamilton. You know, I didn't want to put his last name out there, but it's fine because you guys gonna know this in the vlog anyway. So I was like, I need to find Hamilton. You know, they go by last names or whatever. And they're like, oh, I don't know. And the girl kept hanging up the phone. So I'm over here like, man, what in the world? So my intuition got, I don't know what it was, because God was just like, you know, it's time to go. Like, go. And I was sad because I'm just like, whoa, what about my mom? What's my mom gonna think? Like, what in the hell are they gonna think? Like, what the hell you mean you moved out? You moved out randomly? It was just like, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all, you know, they're singing the Nyla. Like, when it's time to go and God say move, baby, she gonna mess the video up. Like, when God say move, you just move. Like, it might have been random and people think it might have been planned, but we did not plan this move because it was so, I went outside, got my last check, and then I called him, and I was just like, hey, babe, do you want me to move down there? Long ass silence. He was just like, I can imagine he probably on the phone like, what the hell is she talking about? Like, what you mean you want to move her? I'm like, babe, do you want me to move there? You want me to go now? Yeah, if you want to, yeah. I was like, nah, never mind. I said, nah, you ain't feeling it. You're not ready. He was like, nah, what you talking about? I said, nah, do you want me to move? He's talking about, what, move what? So I think he finally resonated with him, like, wait a minute, this girl is serious. I was like, do you want me to move there right now? Well, I'm at work right now, you know, I was like, nah, it's cool, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it's like something clicked. Like God told him, this your wife. You missed up on your opportunity. You gonna be mad. And all of a sudden, he perked up. He was like, yeah, move here. Yeah, come. Right now. I said, yeah. He was like, yeah. So he said, how you going to get here? Y'all, don't y'all know how did I get there? Well, back
she
up.
She took an Uber and a Lyft.
No, I didn't take no Lyft. Lyft wasn't even out. Let me back up before I end up moving. I talked to this lady in the gas station. She was actually from Georgia, and she was going through a lot of stuff. We talked for a whole hour and a half before I even called him on his job. And I was just asking, I was like, I don't know if what my mom's going to think. I love my mom. I don't want to leave my mom. You know, I was living at home with my parents, you know, saving money. They wanted me to save my money. I don't care what nobody say, but if your parents are like that, you blessed. And that's how I'm going to be with her. I'm not going to want her.
I've been paying rent since I got a job.
Like, my parents didn't want no rent, but I always helped out. Like, if they needed anything, groceries or whatever, I always do that. Or if my mom was like, hey, I throw some money, or I help in general. So that's how I was. And that's how I want to be with Alea. I'm not going to want her money. I want her to save. I want to see her progress. I'm not going to say, girl, give me some rent money because you're staying with me. No, if she's doing the right thing and in school, and I was in school, I was in my program. My parents were like, no, we don't want nothing from you, you know. Keep doing your thing. You're doing the right thing. Stay on track. And to this day, I want them to know, like, I'm still on track. Like, I don't do nothing crazy. I don't do drugs. Not out there sleeping around. I'm not doing nothing. And then, I talked to the lady, and she was just like, you know, go ahead and make that move. If you feel like you're doing the right thing, make that move, you know, and you don't want to regret. And she was like, and plus you got somebody who really love and care about you, you know. And despite us being in a relationship at the time, we still cared about each other, you know. We was honest with each other, you know. And so from there, I know you're like, well, how did you make it there? And so, anywho, I ended up calling the Uber. Called her Uber. And I was so scared, y'all. Y'all gotta know, I ain't never done nothing like this. And I was just like, wow, I'm about to move. Like, what? My whole first thing is I didn't want to disappoint my mom. I love my mom to death. I did not want to disappoint my mom. I did not want to disappoint her. That was my biggest thing. I didn't care about nobody else's feelings. I didn't want to disappoint my mom because I love my mom. You know.